Great. So you now know me from STM.co, but I'm excited to introduce yet another amazing initiative that we're working on. So as STM.co, we are of course trying to track all the markets, bring all of the world's RWA data in one place, news, media, research, and everything else. But we felt like there was something happening that was needed for the industry, I should say. And that's the RWA Foundation. Okay, when you think about RWAs, it is one of the most fragmented and siloed things out there. It is fragmented by geography all around the world. There's countries with different rules how you can access RWAs. It's fragmented by blockchain. As we know, they're interoperable. They're living on dozens of chains now. And we also know that ultimately we need, by asset class, right, that there's a bunch of different types of equities, debt, credit, funds, et cetera. And that's why we wanted to bring everybody together through the RWA Foundation. So let's first talk about what I'm wearing here today. I want you all to meet Wally, okay, Wally after Wall Street. And Wally is the mascot of both the RWA Foundation, and we also believe of RWAs in general, right? Because the elephant is one of the largest animals on the planet Earth. And we also recognize, especially because of all the predictions, that we know RWAs and tokenization are absolutely going to flip crypto in size within the next couple of years, almost certainly. So Wally is able to represent the size of the industry, right? That RWAs are going to be enormous, but they're also one of the smartest animals. So just like RWAs, we believe these can be smart decisions, right? Smart investments, maybe not all of them. Do your own research. But we believe that, of course, investing in tokenized assets is smart, right? And ultimately, finally, the elephant is an animal of community. They travel in herds. They protect each other. And that's what we're trying to do here with the RWA Foundation, is build the community for RWAs. And when we think about that, foundations are the perfect tool, okay? Foundations for applications or protocols, they organize their community. They incentivize that activity to come onto their chain or ecosystem or application. And finally, they can, of course, promote, advocate, incentivize with grants and other things. Again, all reasons why we believe this industry needs the RWA Foundation. And that's our mission. We believe we boiled it down to, at the end of the day, all people should have access to this technology, to the world's assets through their phone, through their crypto wallet. And so that's our initiative. We are built as an association. We've teamed up with the industry to make this happen. Over 30 different L1s, L2s, tokenization engines, the marketplaces, the issuers, infrastructure like ratings and the like. We've brought them all together so we can have these conversations, to bring them all together. Here are some amazing members right here. Singled out, I've got Orca and Solana Foundation. So I'm actually excited to bring them up on stage to each share what they believe about the RWA industry and their support for this foundation. But you can see that we have brought everybody together and they agree this industry needs the RWA Foundation. So with that, what's next for us? We got working groups. We plan to put all of these members together so we can tackle these challenges like liquidity or bridging DeFi or interoperability or even standards and advocacy on the legal front. We, of course, want to educate and bring this community together. Not everybody knows about RWAs. They might not even be a crypto native. We need to communicate to them. Many of you work for big traditional financial institutions. You have a very different messaging and target audience. We need to go after the whole planet in terms of our messaging. And finally, we aim to build the largest community with Wally. So with that, I'm just going to invite Nick and Nathan up on stage here. You already all know Nick, so I'm just going to hand the mic to him.
Thank you, Herwig. Hi, everybody. I'm Nick Ducoff, Head of Institutional Growth at the Solana Foundation. It's an incredibly exciting time to be building in the Solana ecosystem. The Solana blockchain recently hit all-time highs on daily transaction volume with over 100 million transactions a day, as well as with stablecoin TVL approaching 13 billion. There are 7 stablecoins on Solana with over 100 million TVL each, and 2 with over $1 billion. What we are trying to do is build an on-chain NASDAQ to enable internet capital markets. We believe that all assets should trade in a single venue with global liquidity, not just native digital assets, but tokenized equities, bonds, and more. We're seeing incredible innovation from the ecosystem thanks to RWA startups like many who are represented today, Agradex, Baxis, Ondo, and many more. And the founders who are building these incredible applications and bringing these high-quality RWA tokens to the Solana ecosystem are showing large financial institutions the way to do it. And we're seeing them come too. Franklin Templeton, BlackRock, Wellington, Apollo, Hamilton Lane, Societe Generale, and many others are issuing tokenized equities and stablecoins on Solana as well. And I'm tremendously excited to see innovation in the DeFi ecosystem to make these RWA have greater utility. So this is companies like Camino, Drift, and I'm standing right next to my friend Nathan from Orca, who will share more about what they're doing. But it's an amazing time to be building in the Solana ecosystem. We're so grateful for all of you that are building and contributing to it. I'm always available to help in any way that I can to bring you closer to the Solana ecosystem and help you achieve your goals. I'm at Stoically Soul on Telegram, and we're just thrilled to be a part of the WALLY ecosystem. And thank you, Herwig, for having us.
All right, thank you, Nick. I'm Nathan, I'm the CEO of Orca. We're one of the first protocols to deploy on Solana. We just had our 4th anniversary a couple months ago. So we're not as high profile the last year or so because of the emphasis on meme coins, but we're still done over about $300 billion in volume. We're still a top 5 DEX across all ecosystems, not just Solana, and the top DEX on Solana, excluding memes. And so for us, we think as a US-based team with an office here in New York, we definitely see RWAs as a tremendous opportunity for DeFi as well. And I think when it comes to RWAs, I think there's a lot of different ways that like kind of crypto native technologies enable a lot of really cool new use cases and applications for RWAs. Obviously, tokenization itself is a tremendous one that unlocks a lot of things, and you don't need me to tell all of you guys about everything there. But I think like one that is very special to Orca as an AMM is like AMMs themselves, I think, are actually a crypto native technology that will see a lot of growth and help RWAs themselves grow. Like when you think of RWAs, most people often think of like the most high-profile things, like treasuries, high-profile equities. But I think there's a tremendous asset class that spans a number of different types of assets that are very illiquid in the RWA space. And that's something that we've seen through memes that AMMs can help support very well. And so we actually see now lots of low-cap meme coins that may have a market cap of just a couple $1 million actually trade at much tighter spreads than extremely valuable real-world assets do today that trade over the counter or really not in any liquid market at all. And so I think we see a future where Orca can help bring those things on-chain in a tokenized way, really elevate the liquidity and really help the asset issuers and people who trade those assets benefit from everything that comes along with liquidity and enhancements there. So a big thank you to Nick and everything that Solana Foundation does to help kind of grow the ecosystem as a whole, and Herwig especially for having us here today and helping us support WALLY and everything that you guys are working on.
With pleasure. These guys are absolute rock stars in the ecosystem. I'm excited to have you both on stage. And of course, I got to ask you about why you chose the Orca sometime. But look, we are trying to build the biggest community together. And crypto natives need that solution, and we believe WALLY is the answer. So I'm excited for this very, very big reveal. So get ready, guys. Something big is coming. If you want to join the RWA Foundation, we're still accepting members for the next 30 days. Hopefully you love that video as much as we do. As you can see, we like to have fun. He didn't want me to give a shout out to him, but they did such an incredible job. I love you, Fernando. What an amazing video. But of course, guys, check out RWAF.xyz if you're interested in participating. And if you like our logo, you like this swag, you do have the option to take advantage of this limited edition hoodie by FA Merch. This is the community, the industry coming together, and we absolutely love to see it. So with that, you finally have earned your lunches. Go enjoy, and thank you, everybody.